I cracked a little bit different hack. Okay, I'm gonna get started with this top. Welcome buffs to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. Today we're going to be fixing Sarah Jessica Parker. If I'm not mistaken, it was like her Met Gala makeup look, or not, maybe Met Gala or red carpet. I don't remember. But I do know that probably this look wasn't the best of hers. That's why I'm going to be sharing my version, how you can create something gorgeous and beautiful and outstanding. And this is something that I am wearing right now. So I really love the combination of colors, but when they're toned down with black and browns. Something that she didn't have. If you're interested how I get this makeup look, then please stay tuned and let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna prime and moisturize my face. Like, hydration is very important, like a key step for this routine. We would need a little bit of moisturizer, like it can be any moisturizer. I'm not gonna recommend anything in particular. Then I will go with a sun cream. This is Korean brand, depends on like what is your favorite. And then of course on top of that we're going with a hydrator. This is Catrice primer, really nice primer with aloe vera. Okay, everything is primed and well hydrated. Now we're going to this routine, this technique that I showed you in my previous video. First I'm gonna go to this L.A.Girl Pro Concealer. I'm gonna use a few dots on both sides, nothing crazy because it's gonna give orange undertone if we use too much. With a foundation brush, I'm gonna make sure that it's well blended. My brush is a little bit wet. That's why we need to add a little bit more. The problem of Sarah Jessica's makeup routine is that she has no contour whatsoever. A little bit of blush, but nothing else. It's gonna be pretty much okay. We don't really need much. We need to sculpt her face a little bit so you can see a shadow, but nothing extra and nothing crazy. Then I'm going with the L.A.Girl concealer. This is Pro.conceal HD.high-definition concealer. And it's going over my forehead, nose bridge, over my chin. You can clean a little bit the concealer that we've just applied. You can like clean it with a little bit lighter shade. Of course you can use the same foundation brush, but it's a little bit messy. Right now it has some color on. That's why it's better to go for some maybe beauty blender. Very pretty, very soft and natural. And of course, to my favorite routine underneath my eyes, I'm gonna use the same liquid L.A.Girl concealer. I'm gonna use a little bit in the inner corner, like underneath, and a little bit to highlight the brow bone. I would need liquid highlighter. It's definitely optional. You can skip a step and use just a little bit of concealer and some hydration, as like I'm gonna show you real quick in a sec which one I am using. I add like a few dots in the inner corners, so it's gonna brighten up. This highlighter is gonna brighten up the under eye area. It's not gonna be that obvious that I have a lot of creasing lines. And of course, I would need a little bit of the hydration that I've been talking about. This is Essence Hello Good Step Depuff Eye Serum. Really good product, and if you don't have something like that, you can use a little bit different gel that is very general for your under eye area, or you can go to something different like aloe vera is gonna work absolutely fine. I know that I do this routine every single video, but it's really good, and I really love how my makeup comes out like at the end of the video. And then of course I would add a little bit of my Sephora lipstick. This Sephora lipstick is a little bit bright for me, and I don't really like using this for my lips. It's kind of off. It looks a little bit off most of the time, so I can mix it with other shades. But for the under eye area, it's almost like the best shade, so I'm gonna use a few dots, like that much. We don't really need a lot of pink because we're gonna just cover everything with pink. That is the main reason why just like you can skip this step. But if you have some bruises underneath your eye and you understand that you need to cover them, but I don't really want to get too much concealer and other products, makeup products, that's why like a little bit of pink is gonna neutralize blue shades. So just use any color that you prefer to cover. It can be color corrector, and I use my finger instead of a beauty blender because it's not gonna absorb that much product. I cracked a little bit different hack. I showed you on my channel Essence Mousse Makeup Foundation, and at first it worked really well with, I'd say, with a beauty blender, with my fingers, but it turned out to be very good with the technique from Mary Phillips or someone else who came up with this routine. You grab like big and fluffy brush instead of foundation brush that I used like at first, and the same foundation, I'm gonna grab a little bit, probably that much, swirl around just the tiniest bit, nothing crazy, and then just go over my face like that. And I want to try to keep it really soft, and I would skip the under eye area. So I don't really want to use too much foundation for the under eye area because it's gonna start creasing, get into my lines. The trick of this routine is that why do you need a fluffy brush? Because fluffy brush is not gonna give too much product. That's the trick. let's do some contour. It's really important because she has none of the contour. I love Sarah Jessica Parker. I love her Sex and the City episodes. Not only her, but a lot of other actresses from this soap opera. So what I do, I've noticed like a huge difference if I do some powdery product first on top of my foundation, because my foundation is basically dry now, and I'm gonna use a little bit of my MUA powder, tap that, swirl around like this. I mean, it's really pigmented. And of course a little bit forehead. Contour is on, my bronzer is on. Then I'm moving to the same color blush. She has a lot of orange shades. She has a lot of pink shades, but most of them are still orange. That's why we're gonna do pretty much the same routine and use, like, you can add the contour anywhere you like. I mean, if you need, you know, like over your cheekbones, like those cheek points, then you can always just add a little bit more in here, like that, stamp it around, or you can blend them into your contour. I am like really generous with this product because we're gonna take off a lot with some setting spray and powder. What I really love, I grab a little bit of my powder. This one is translucent powder from Makeup Revolution. I grab a little bit with a brush and then swirl this around. So it's gonna smooth my powders and meld them together. As for dry products, my final step is a little bit of highlighter. I have like Shattered highlighter from Wet n Wild. You can choose any product available. Grab a little bit with a brush, highlighter brush, tap off, and then get this into your foundation. A little bit of forehead. I am using this Hydrating Glow Face, Body, and Hair with Coconut Water, free from oil and alcohol setting spray. This is so good. It might not be like a setting spray, but I use it as a setting spray. It's so good. I mean, I really love it. I'm using a little bit different makeup hack that I really love. I grab my Essence face primer, swirl in my hands and press it against my skin like that. Go into the brows. I'm gonna follow my natural one and just, you know, I don't have brows. They're like too light, let's say, to be visible. That's why I need to contour them with a pencil. So I'm outlining my brows. Then I'm gonna fill them in with the same pencil. I'm moving to my Smart Fix brow gel. This has color in it, so you can use transparent gel or you can use something that you really love. As the final step, I guess, in this routine, I will be needing this NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I would need to add some false straws here and there so my brows would look relatively bushy, I'd say. I want to use today a little bit different eyeshadow palette. Not a little bit different. This is like my ultimate favorite eyeshadow palette that I use here and there. So this is from BH Cosmetics. It's Nuvia Neutrals 26 color shadow and blush palette. I am obsessed with this palette. I really love it. I've been using this a lot, and just not only on my channel, but like when I go out or something like that. And it has a lot of beautiful shades, like pink, orange colors. I would say that Sarah Jessica Parker, she wears a lot of these type of shades. I'm gonna use today NYX HD eye primer. Use a finger or like a brush to smooth and blend everything out. I'm gonna set the primer. Let's use some soft pink because it's almost white. I want to leave this space like for some shimmers, but not for color. I don't really like when it's too much color like up to the brow. Okay, so let me play with this shade. I'm pretty much sure that this color I haven't used a lot, and I'm gonna stamp this in the outer corner, and I stop right where the crease starts. And for my crease, I would need something soft like that coral shade. Try to diffuse my previous shade with this like smaller pointier brush and softer color. I love this pigment, it's so pretty. On top of all of that, I would need a little bit more of the same kind of soft white color, and then you can use some blending brush and diffuse both shades, kind of meld them together. It's not gonna give too much pigment, but it's still gonna kind of blend out two colors. We would need some flat brush. I have one from BH Cosmetics, ironically, and I have like wet beauty blender. I love wet shimmers, so I don't really want to go to my bathroom or like waste my setting spray. What I do, I use my brush and I damp this with a beauty blender. I mean, like, I have some water in the beauty blender, that's why my brush is immediately wet, but not like soaking wet. I guess for shimmers we're gonna use this color. Oh, that's really soft. And for the Loreal, I guess like the bottom always needs a little bit color, a little bit brighter shade. I would use some brown color, brown pencil for my waterline, and I would use something different underneath. Probably we can mix both shades, this dark and a little bit of that. So at first we're going with dark color. I'm gonna tap off again and then just place it really close to lash line, and I want to leave some space in the inner corner just in case I add some shimmers. That's it. And then for like blending a moment, I probably need this shade. I'm gonna blend everything on. In the inner corner, I'm using the same shimmers. I have like really soft shimmers as well, and they're going over my brow bone. She needed some black liner. I mean, of course. Liner is essential. I always use liner, like almost every single time. Maybe I used like only a couple of times on my channel some looks with just mascara without. It was probably with the reversed liner. That's why I didn't use it for the upper lid. But right now we need it. Of course, a little bit of mascara. This one is from Essence. You can use any mascara. I actually watched some tutorial. I guess one guy was, and then he said that if you really need curl to last, or at least you need just curl, you have to use your curler for like 1 minute or something like that. I'm gonna do the left eye for probably my shorts, and then I'll be back to conclude the video. Well, my eyes are done. I'm gonna do my lips. She has really crazy color, purple, let's say. So I have Estee Lauder. This is shade 113 Raw Edge. And then I have Essence Matte 07. But I guess I'm gonna add a little bit of Essence first. On top, lip pencil. I would give you some suggestion as like what to wear, like how to style. I mean, I hope that you're gonna love it. But if you don't, just skip the part. Okay, I'm gonna get started with this top. Actually, I really love how the boobies look here. It's like so, like a push up. Then I'm gonna need some jeans. And we all can agree that it looks really plain, like plain. So, have really nice, cute red shirt. I'm gonna put one button right here. Boom, something like that is so cool. I need something, I guess I need something for my neck. Okay, so I found my watch. You can, I guess, if I put on this, okay, so, do I like it? No, I guess it's a little bit too much. About my rings, I want to put on some silver rings, and then I have some really cute earrings. Of course, I'm gonna wear this with sneakers, I would say. Probably like, yeah, with some sneakers. I can wear with boots. I actually have a really cute jacket. Look at that. Fantastic. Barefoot, I mean, I have nowhere to go, so I'm filming this for you guys. But this is the look that I wore yesterday. I did this ponytail because she wears like really slick hair. With a bow, I would say. If I'm mistaken, that was a bow. Guys, that is the final result. This is the complete look. I hope you enjoyed the Sarah Jessica Parker makeup. I tried to make it really simple. I tried to break down all of the tricks that I know and personally would recommend to create any makeup look. This way, I love it a little bit more because I love the color that, like, it has black. It has something dark underneath, so we're just gonna kind of it's matching. It's not too colorful. It's enough black with colorful makeup look. If you enjoyed this small fix my makeup look with Sarah Jessica Parker, then please let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, you know all the drill, whatever. And if you didn't, then still let me know in the comments what you didn't like about this makeup look. And I hope I'm gonna see you in my next video, guys. I love you so much. Bye bye.